As we return to the introduction to the book of Philippians, we turn once again to conclude the chapter of 16 in the book of Acts. So if you would turn there, we'll be looking this morning at Acts 16, 25 through 40. When we left the band, the small church, and the missionaries last week, Lydia, Luke, and Timothy must have wondered what God was doing at that time. By this point, we know that Lydia has been converted. We don't know if there have been any others yet. Paul and Silas are in prison. Already, Paul had been driven out of Pisidian Antioch in his first missionary journey. He was threatened with stoning on that journey in Iconium and stoned and left for dead at Lystra. Now imprisoned on his second missionary journey with Silas here in Philippi, I have to say he might have been discouraged. And if he was like many of us good Americans, he perhaps would have started complaining to God about the injustice that was done. And yet here's what we find Paul and Silas doing. Not by their own strength, but by the strength of the Spirit at work in them. Luke records these words about their time in prison. About midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the prisoners were listening to them. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken. And immediately all the doors were opened and everyone's bonds were unfastened. When the jailer woke and saw that the prison doors were open, he drew his sword and was about to kill himself, supposing that the prisoners had escaped.